Hey guys, it's Solid Snake 1993 here, and this is the fourth part of my knife-only Riese Nazi Zombies gameplay commentary, and we are up to round 17, so doing pretty well really, and we've got pretty much everything under control, so I just stay near quick revive for a second while Callum and Jake stay in the main courtyard, and then they run towards the teleporter, so I jump down here and get to the teleporter too. So Jake goes in for a knife. I was about to, but I decided that I would just get to the back of the teleporter and kill them that way. Somehow Jake dies while we're teleporting, so I revive him because I have quick revive. Callum goes to get the power up as always, and we continue running back towards the bridge. Well, Jake had to go get Juggernog, so we helped him get it. Well, I helped him get it. Callum wasn't coming for whatever reason. It wasn't like there were many zombies anyway, so it didn't really matter. So Jake gets Juggernog, and Callum's there by himself, so I just stare at him while Jake goes in for a kill. And we all jump down. Insta-kill was on, so it was a bit more helpful, but I put the gate on anyway. A lot of zombies die, and the dogs somehow run through, and it takes ages for them to actually be killed by the gate. But, you know, we're pretty safe by the gate. Jake, for whatever reason, decided to go on that side, and he dies. So Callum and I have to take care of the couple on this side, and I really didn't want to run through the gate. Joey says, come on, about 20 minutes after I told him we'd be 10 minutes, so he was pretty annoyed waiting. But we start running back towards the teleporter. So we get back there, and I was going to send Joey a message telling him that we wouldn't be long, but I decided it probably wasn't the best time, you know, because the zombie apocalypse was happening. It's not really a great time to just stand idly by and have zombies maul your face off. So the game glitches and doesn't even produce electricity where a power-up usually comes up. Normally, even if the power-up doesn't come up, there's still electricity there, but it didn't. And Jake goes and gets Juggernog. So we're on this side of the bridge, and they decide to run over there, so I follow them and try to gang knife a little bit. And it's pretty successful to start off with, but we get overwhelmed pretty quickly and have to jump down. So we run back towards the teleporter. We were going to activate the gate, but decided not to. So we were going towards the teleporter once again, and Jake gets trapped in the corner and gets killed. So we couldn't really save him because of how many zombies were there, so we just go into the teleporter and leave him there. So I think, yeah, Callum says that he would go try to save Jake and tells me to get the power up, so I wait until he tells me that he needs me to get the nuke, but I wasn't thinking properly because the nuke doesn't actually instantaneously kill every zombie. It kind of goes outwards from the radius, so he had a bit of trouble and he didn't quite make it to revive Jake. So we got insta-kill anyway, so that was pretty good, and we were just killing any zombies that were coming. It's pretty easy with insta-kill on, but they start coming from behind us, the sneaky zombies. So we head back to the teleporter, but then decide to go to the courtyard, and more come from behind us, so this time we actually really decide to go to the teleporter, and insta-kill wears off, so even more reason to go back to the teleporter. So you can see we're starting to run out of money. Well, we have around 5,000 each, which isn't too bad, but when you compare it to what I had about 15,000 before we started teleporting, so we are losing a lot of money. Got Carpenter and running up the stairs now just to get back to the bridge. This is actually a pretty good tactic even when you're using weapons. Basically you just want to camp at the bridge, and when there are too many zombies you jump down and go to the teleporter and camp there, and when you get overrun you teleport and run back to the bridge. So next time you're up to a pretty high round you might want to try that tactic and see how you go. I have gotten up to round 35 with just me and Joey, 2-player, and Jake and Joey, 2-player, have got up to round 36, so it does work pretty well, really. We go back to the teleporter to start off the round and just fire random bullets since we have enough ammo, and a dog is just chasing Callum for ages, so we gang knife it and wait for all the zombies to come into the teleporter. So we teleport, and Callum goes for the power up as always, and it's double points. So a dog just runs straight past me, so I ignore it. I knife Jake for whatever reason, and I get hit quite a bit here, but survive, so that's fine. We run back to the bridge as always, and since Callum and Jake would camp on that side, I would camp on this one and just watch both sides since barely any come from my side. Callum falls down, so I jump down too, and we tell Jake to get down, and I lost Jake there, but he actually already had jumped down, so that was alright. Now we were pretty safe for a little bit while the gate was on, so we start heading back towards the teleporter. But I run back towards the gate, and Jake is repairing the window at the quick revive, and I tell him we better start moving now, so I begin to run to the teleporter, but they run towards the courtyard, so I go for another knife, and we go back towards the teleporter eventually. So we're waiting for the mass mob of zombies to come in before we teleport. Callum goes for the power up, but I come with him for whatever reason, and a dog spawns in his face. So we have to try to kill the dogs, and once again I fail really bad at knifing the dogs. But never mind, we get it eventually and get back to the bridge. So I once again go to this side, and for once zombies actually come on this side, so I have my work cut out for me, because a whole one zombie came at me, so I was so scared I was gonna die. But anyway, Jake gets killed, so Callum and I both jump down, and I turn on the gate. So somehow a couple of zombies get through, but I take care of them. We start to go back towards the teleporter, but we were thinking we could possibly get Jake, but turned out we couldn't really. Callum says he has to teleport, and for some reason I was commando lunge range out of the teleporter, but still managed to teleport, so that was pretty good, pretty lucky. But there was a mass mob of zombies waiting for us, so we had to go around the other way. So at the start I couldn't buy the door, but I managed to buy it, and we were just so trapped. So I gap the zombies and run to the left, and so does Callum. I go left, he goes right. I was wondering where the hell he went, but I told him I had to activate the gate anyway. And he was saying over the mic he has no idea how he got through, and I was saying over the mic I have no idea how I was getting through. But it was lucky in the end, really. So the gate's taking care of everyone, and we begin to head back towards the teleporter. But no, Callum goes towards the gate again, so I just stand there for a second, but decide it's time to get back to the teleporter anyway. So as you can see, I am really running out of money now. I only have just over 2,000. But Callum gets trapped in the teleporter, but once again gets a nuke. So I go to revive him, but the game thinks I was trying to teleport, so I was reviving him and teleported at the same time. But we got insta-kill anyway. It was a bit of a waste of money, really, because I was running out of money, and that just wasted 1,500. So that was the game's fault, really. But never mind. We go with Callum. I go with Callum, sorry, to get Juggernog, but then we realise that he can't quite afford it yet. So I try to get him to get points, and we just camp at the bridge for a bit, and I tell him, try to get points for Juggernog. so I was just doing 360s and letting him get some points, but he dies anyway, so I revive him and he tries to get some more points for Juggernog. But this is the end of part 4, so remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and check out m3lb.tk. See ya.